Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Smells so good. What is this? Eucalyptus. Smells good. Hey, baby, how you doing? Wake up the senses, bitch. How y'all doing today? Come on in. Shouldn't take y'all long to get in here. We're doing this every day, so almost every day. Okay. Almost, just about. How are you? All is well. Real quick, I wanted to state that if y'all get a request from one of the fake pages, just report them. Just report them. I have other stuff to do. And if you, if possible, go to ic3.gov or the Fair Trade Commission and report them as well by making a copy of the page, the link to the page, and reporting them as well for impersonation. All right. So I appreciate y'all. Hey, honey. Michaela with the good questions. Pretty Wings with the good questions. Savage Guru came up in here. They just be doing the most, child. So we don't, give them too much because I don't, it's been going on for years. It just seems to me because Instagram got the nerve to be suing. They suing somebody, but eventually it's gonna all pan out. So I'm not in the mood to lower my frequency for no bullshit. I already went through that, so I'm not gonna go through it again. What we have in store today is getting our hearts light as a feather. Okay, and that also goes into play with that as well. Because one of the things that we're going to call it opposition. Opposition, right? So one of the main characteristics of opposition is to keep you from living or moving more further into ascending and spiritually expanding to become light as a feather, right? Getting the heart in a space where it ain't got no anger, no bitterness, no none of that. Don't have time for it, not going to interact with it. Because a lot of the sacred energy that you need to fulfill your purpose has a lot to do with what people attack. Your sacral chakra, your sacred energy. So anything, just something is gut-wrenching, something that hits you in a space where it takes the power from what it is that you came here to do. You may have your days, but you should not have your months. So then that's when you know that you are really under attack. Hey, Kano. That's when you know that the enemy is really at play, and that means that you are supposed to what? Go harder. But don't go harder to the... I had to do a little 1-2 today. I was feeling swoopish, but this hair don't want to be swoopish for me today. I was feeling swoopish. So, like I said, if you notice a pattern, right? Today, I don't know, I didn't look at how many days the moon would be in Scorpio, but this is a space of introspective activity. Anytime it's in water, I feel that it's really good. Any day, really, actually, right? But when the moon is in certain spaces, it allows for us to go into that space. So there may be something with the genitals. There may be something going on with any of the genitals. That's number one. It was one other thing that it said as well. But overall, that in itself has to do with the root and the sacral chakras, right? So that's why it makes for a good conversation. So we want to make sure the 1-2 is 1-2. Thank you for the 1-2, Kano. Okay, so it is so important that we remember. That's why we create strategic day-to-day, monthly, yearly goals, plans that are in alignment with our assignment, that are in alignment with our vision, right? Because those are the things that are attacked. But also when you are attacked in a way, sometimes it's not very strategic. But for those who are on the path and know about the strategies of the enemy and the way that it just like, okay, stop. Okay. So it's like, whatever. So it's like when it's strategic, we're going to say that we're going to assume that many go through strategic attacks which could be something as simple as people people that you work with attacking you in a certain type of way, not giving you files, not forwarding emails to you. You're not included in the BC. You ain't BCC'd in a motherfucking thing or CC'd in anything that is of importance. People, have their own agendas. Because anytime that you are on the path and you are shining bright, and you are meant to shine bright, whatever shining bright means, if you're a football player, basketball player, artist, musician, whatever it is that you came here to do, that you are supposed to shine on the path and be a light for others, it will be attacked, okay? So we want to make sure that we are in a space of self-acceptance, self-aware, like the selves, okay? Self-assertion, self-mastery, which includes all of the selves, right? Self-love, self-care, doing the things that are necessary on a regular basis to keep us, keep us in a space of interacting with the self to do introspective work and know where we may be weak. We strengthen those weaknesses. We take our time. Being in a space where we are being productive instead of counterproductive, sitting and asking and waiting for our next instructions, even though we have our own strategies in play, right? Sometimes when we have our own, we always leave room for emergencies. And an emergency could be that you need to pivot, and you may be shown where you need to pivot and how you need to pivot. Because when there is a strategic attack on your path, a strategic attack in alignment with destroying everything that you have come here to do, you got to stay so far on your 10, it's going to feel like work for a minute, but eventually you will, as a page, as a knight, you will become the king or the queen in the suit that you are mastering at any given time. So you just have to continue to stay on the path and do those things that are shown to you that is being required of you in the space that you are in. Try not to put the buggy before the horse. Try not to get in front of, okay? Try not to get in front of what it is that you came to do. That's when we go into spaces where we realize on our paths, right, that when we do things in a certain type of way, when we call ourselves getting ahead of the game, it's the equivalent of somebody becoming a burglar, trying to get things, they want the fastest way to whatever goal that they have. It's not alignment with their assignment, because if it was, right, maybe they did come to this world to show people that they are burglarizing, that you need to safeguard yourself. So I guess it may be in alignment with their assignment. But at any rate, not for everyone who does that, right? So what happens is they want what they want. They want to get to a certain stance. They want to get to a certain tax bracket. They want to get to a certain goal by taking it from others. That's burglary, right? And remember last year we were discussing coveting. Lots of people covet the past and energy and essence of other people. And what happens is that's burglary as well. So that's why we have to stay on guard. We have to have our security defenses up. Okay. I need a little gel right there. I got to stop looking at them damn wigs, man. I was looking at them wigs. I had me a little pompadour going up and everything earlier. Okay, so it's important that we are readily available for divine instruction. You can be in the middle of something and get some divine instruction, whether they tell you to act on it or not, but it's something to add to your Ashe toolbox at any given time. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and pull a frequency card. Because you must understand, burglary has its spiritual repercussions as well. Some people, just like in the people that burglarize houses, people who come to burglarize you of your gifts, burglarize you of your destiny, burglarize you of anything that is on your path, they too have to go and stand before the judge. When and how, we don't know. But you got to stay on your path. Even that in itself, getting caught up in when are they going to pay? When are they going to get their karma? One thing I learned in my life, they going to get it. Okay? You just have to stay on your path so that you can be a testimony for other people. Your testimony is part of your path. You went through it for a reason. What do you have here for these beautiful people, honey? But you got to just realize and recognize where you are getting hit and how you are getting hit. Okay? Because one thing about it, like I told y'all, if y'all got somebody that, if you've dealt with obsession most of your life, boom, that's what it is. If you've dealt with bullying all of your life, boom, that's what you're going to have to master. The opposite of bullying. right? If you've dealt with, being burglarized, right? People are always stealing something from you. You got to master the other end of that, which is protecting what it is that people are continuously coming for, right? Yes, Michaela. All right. Let's get into it. Oh, thank you too, Kanoke, because I know Kanoke is on vacation. So thank you, Kanoke. Okay. Y'all know in a minute I'm just going to leave it alone eventually. All right. What do you have here for us to discuss? Boop, boop. Empowerment. Focus on it. Feel it. Breathe it. Embrace it. Empowerment. It says the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. Okay, so if you are on the path, just remember that. And I was going over this morning about parts of when the signs and synchronicities of making it past certain obstacles and challenges and being really on the path, so that it's like a checklist. You can go through to make sure that everything's in alignment each stage that you go through, because no one said that life wouldn't have its obstacles, right? A weapon will form, but will it prosper? So with this empowerment, this is a 2 moving to a 6, making an 8. That's powerful change, powerful balance, right? Facing, reconnecting and really recentering, refocusing, realigning, calibrating in order to balance out the duality within so that it reflects without, right? You know what I mean? Okay. This got a lot of yellow. This solar plexus energy, these spots of solar plexus orbs and energy that's in here has a lot to do with what you can do, somebody else can do, what other people can do. You can also be inspired as well. This is about personal power. That goes into making sure that you surround yourself with people who are about advancement, people who are about growing, learning. They are in alignment with their assignments, because if you are around anyone who doesn't have that isn't focused on making moves and things like that, right? If you're around stagnant energy, you will eventually become stagnant energy, right? And you ain't got time to wait on nobody. You can wait on instructions. You can wait when they tell you to wait. But when it comes to waiting for somebody to catch up to where you are, or waiting for someone to figure out where they want to go in life, or all of that, who has the time? I'm trying to figure it out. All right, because you got to remember, life isn't as, they say, life. Some people like to go up against, life ain't short. Life is short. We don't have thousands of years to sit here. Energy never dies, but as far as being in these fleshly bodies, all right, and getting the job done that we came here to do, we don't have all day. Okay, so I'm also getting with this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There may be 5 layers or barriers of protection around you here that you need to focus on. Work on your commands. When I was sitting in meditation earlier, I went into that space where you just say activate, right? So this may be activations that are coming in for some of you now that this has come up. But I also feel as though, that's part of commanding with activate a barrier of protection, activate this, that, and the other, depending on how you work your jelly. Okay, going back to work. It's going to be on the page. Car pushing you late. And I ain't see you in here the other couple of days. Thank you, Kanote. Oh, yeah, the Shut Up and Kiss Me oil is on the website. I completed the ebook the other day, but I haven't sent it out. I'm sending the ebook out to the people who purchased before the 22nd or the 23rd. One of them. I got to look at my email. And it will be, part of the enhancement, because the oil is an enhancer. The affirmation ebook also is a tool that can be used that will be sold separately. All right, so let's get here. Thank you, Kanote. You can also book a reading on my website, Little One Too. I am so excited. Today is, hold on. Today is the first day in a long time, because I've done phone readings in the last couple of months. But today is the first day in I don't know how long that I will be doing a Zoom reading for somebody. Bitches, excited. Okay, my first curse word, I think. I don't be keeping up with my curse words. All right, so what do you have here for these beautiful people? Here. Crown chakra popping. Crown chakra popping. I don't know about you, but the crown chakra been doing what it came to do, honey. So it says this is one with all. That goes into it as well, because everyone is part of the same source, like that empowerment card says. And I want you to be empowered on a regular basis, on a daily basis. It's so important. That goes back into the 1-2 that we discussed some time ago, but we'll discuss it again today. That has to do with making sure that you have reminders in your phone about who you are, whose you are, why you are. I'm pretty sure some of you have apps in your phones. Sit up. Okay. Some of you have apps in your phones that already have notifications that pop up to remind you of who you are. What's also very important, and I did discuss this in the ebook, that it's important that you hear your own voice when you do your affirmations, words of power, decree, declare, speaking over your life. But you also want to make reminders in your phone that actually play the words instead of reading the words. A reminder that goes off with a ringtone, notification sound, or something like that, with you speaking life into yourself throughout the day, because that goes into how often do you talk to people, right? How often do you talk to people who are communicating words of power to you, especially if that's your love language, right? If your love language is words of affirmation, that means that you provide love in that way, but you also receive love in that way. If it's your primary, you have a primary and a sub, and then you have the other three. Yeah. So make sure that you are speaking words of affirmation, decreeing and declaring with reminders in your phone, if so need be, because sometimes, it's so easy, and I don't think we discussed this enough, but it's so easy for people to fall into spaces of depression. It's so easy for people to fall into spaces of neglecting themselves. It's so easy for people to fall into certain spaces. And if you have a pattern of that in your life, number one, get some counseling or therapy. Number two, begin to journal and see where you are, so that you'll be able and date it, so that you'll be able to go back to it if it comes up again, so that you'll be able to see how you were able to get grounded again, begin to be more balanced with your practical and spiritual balance, because that is so important. If you leave out the spiritual and the practical, exactly what are you doing? If you leave out the practical with the spiritual, exactly what are you doing? We are not just existing, right? Our existence is a presence, but also we are not here to just only exist. It's important that we are doing what it is that we came here to do, because so much is expected of you. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Okay. Move at your speed. Exactly. They helped you release Charles Paul. Venus retrograde, man. Venus retrograde better not piss me off. I don't want nothing from the past. I don't want nothing that ain't, built like that. Okay? Like, no. Don't come back around, because them retrogrades bring them back around. Don't it bring anything back around? Baby, no. Okay? It's going to be a no. I ain't no beggar, but I'm choosy. If you haven't been sleeping very well, take time out to just really sit with yourself, because I've been having insomnia and I've been pushing through it, though. I made myself some kind of way. I got some of that good, you know what I mean? Good sleep. Because I was like, I was in a meeting yesterday, like, she was like, you may have sleep deprivation. I'm like, no, because my brain is still working. Oh, crown popping. I started doing all types of shit real quick. She was like, okay, you ready? Yeah. Okay, regardless of how I look, because y'all know I don't be tripping about it. That's what makes it so interesting when people attack my looks. You could tell when somebody attack my looks, right? But when people do glamour stuff, and I'll hit like, bitch, I don't care, bitch, I show up in this whole looking like 14 days ago, I got something to do, bitch. I'm coming to work looking tired, stressed out, but bitch, it's a look. It's not what it is. I'm coming from here, and that's what it gives. Okay. So, yeah, if you can't sleep, meditate, journal, read. This is Venus retrograde is a good time to be reading something that is empowering. That's what we are discussing. But overall, with this 7th chakra, it says, I feel the divine force flowing through me. I do. Do you? Hello, whatever. Goodbye. Now then, and I know that it flows through all. And that's the thing, too. Even though we are all on different levels, we still, oftentimes, I know, okay. Oftentimes we can come into a space where if we, like for instance, who's that? Pretty Wings? Runway! I ain't seen you in about a minute. Okay. But oftentimes we move into a space. I think Pretty Wings brought up something the other day about if you meet someone who isn't on the path, but usually they are, but it's just that you can't wait for them to catch up. You can give insight and information if it's so needed to be discussed or what have you. But overall, let them be where they at. You just know that, everybody connected, but everybody not connected the same. Everybody doesn't have, you going to know your tribe. You going to know your tribe. There won't be no doubt about your tribe. Okay. And, it's important in this space as well when you can see that the divine flows through all. Yes, it does. Yes, the divine does. Right. We don't want to get too caught up in, like I've told y'all before about the love and light, and you still have to have love, light, and fight too. Okay, we gonna, what I'm saying, we spiritual warriors, so we gotta, recognize game. You gotta be on point. So when it comes to that, it's very important to remember that yes, love flows through all. Oftentimes, empaths get caught up in the light that they see in people. Just because you see that light in a person doesn't mean that you don't still need to get to know the person. Doesn't mean that you are in a space where you can fully righteously judge a person based on the light that you see in them. Just because they have that light in them and they can operate in that light, is the light balanced? Is their shadow and their light side balanced enough for you to really move forward in certain types of aspects of relationships, right? Be mindful, again, y'all got to be mindful, okay? Who you call a friend. You got to know what an associate is and what a friend is. What, people that you work with is not your friend. That's your business associate. Somebody that, you have something in common with when it comes to getting the bag, getting things done or what have you, right? But overall, right, you just got to be mindful of that, because you must remember, if you have people that you do the same thing that they do, can you call that person your friend? Have you known them long enough to call somebody a friend? Friends are far and few, and if you got one, keep it, okay? Because a friend is closer to you than a sibling. A friend is closer to you than a family member. A friend becomes new family. Okay. It says, I am calm in knowing that I am one with all, and I contemplate and meditate on this fact. It's a F-A-C-T. Okay. I regularly remind myself that we are all from the same source, and that we are all on a journey as spiritual beings experiencing this physical existence, okay? I am aware that I have a choice as to how I respond to what is happening in my life, don't it? My responses have an enormous effect on my spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Facts on facts. It made my thigh itch right there. Facts on facts. Trying to figure it out. Okay, we're all spiritual beings having a human experience. How we show up in this world, how we show up for ourselves, how we show up for those people that we love, okay, has a lot to do, with how we show up for ourselves, right? But you want to make sure that you, I can't express this enough, that it is so important that you do the things that fill your cup or allow your cup to be filled. Like, we got a birthday. Kano. Who came for your throat yesterday? Yes, Kanoke said, categorize people accordingly. Close the pen. She had Papados. Woo. Okay. All right, we got a birthday. Rashandra is in here. She be in here often. Rashandra, where you at, baby? All right, Rashandra. Real quick, y'all. We got a 1-2. I have been summoned to sing a happy birthday. As y'all know, I taught Mariah Carey how to do this shit. Okay, I taught Patti LaBelle how to do this shit from the womb. I was ahead of my time. Where is Shonda? Come here, front and center. There she go. All right. Today is your birthday. You made another trip around the sun. It's been a year today. Happy New Year. Now then, okay? Now, Rashandra, I don't know how serious you take life. Okay, but you could have been anywhere in the galaxy, but you came to planet Earth here with us today. You could have been a pearl necklace. Okay, you could have been left in the backseat of a car on a seat of a cab, but we don't know what kind of transportation was going on when you were conceived. Okay, you could have even been sucked through a vacuum, because I heard about what men be doing with vacuums. You could have been sucked through a vacuum. You could have been vomited into a porcelain throne. Okay? Vomited. Spit out. Into a porcelain throne, Rashandra. Okay? You could have been left in a little plastic jacket to be flushed down a toilet or wrapped up in tissue and thrown in the garbage. But you're here with us today. Whew, the vocals ready. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rashandra. Happy birthday to you, and many more. Happy motherfucking birthday. Okay, I hope you with your husband and put on your birthday suit tonight, ho. Okay, you don't need no clothes. All you need is heels and asshole. Yes. Now, so, it is so important that we remember whose we are, why we are, and where we are. Thank you. Y'all, thank y'all. Y'all can catch me on at your local tavern. Okay? And make sure when you see me, drop a tip. I don't need nobody trying to tell me, oh, you need to do this, you need to sing like this. But you don't tell me that. It's weird. What do you have here for these beautiful people? Please and thank you, darling. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, I like it. Here we go. It goes with the conversation, y'all. All right, we have Aurora. It's crown chakra popping. Adriana, that's the heart chakra. So whatever it is that you have prayed from your heart with sincerity, here it is, you're being led to the answer to whatever your question is. You're being led to possibly people who can actually answer in the physical. Okay. But Aurora says, and it goes with what I was saying. Aurora says you are flying high right now. All right. Which may threaten others. All right. But don't descend. Because others will soon become inspired by your example. Now, that inspiration may not come from them, being threatened by you in any type of way because they tried to take you down, take you out, stop you, slow you down, be a thorn in your side. Okay. Sometimes people become threatened, not inspired. They be inspired to take more action and go learn more shit. Right. So the moral of the story is Don't descend, ho. That's like imposter syndrome. You only have so long, like every level that we graduate, every level that we are initiated into new levels of responsibility, new levels of when we are integrating, right? Because leveling up has a lot to do with integrating new information. It's the equivalent of, right, going to school for certain things. And once you had your master's, right, now you got your PhD in something. Don't know. And what comes with that, right? You have leveled up, and you have to integrate all this information that you have been learning over the years. And now that you are working or interning in whatever your profession is, this is like part of your recalibration. You can't problem solve the way that you used to. You have to use even more of your critical thinking in different areas of whatever it is that you have mastered in this recent graduation. The only way that you graduate is that when tests come, when your vision is tested, when your faith is tested, when your life has been tested in any type of way, the best way to, everything that you have learned now that the test has been presented to you, how do you check off the boxes? What do you do when you have multiple choices of different directions that you can go? You make decisions based on whatever your most recent, possibly, or it could, let's say it like that. Most recent, if the test has to do with what it is that you've elevated out of, graduated from, right? You may have to, you're tested on what it is that you learned. So when certain things come back up, how do you handle those things? You can't handle them the way that you used to because you're in a different position. Like a teacher, from a teacher going from being a teacher to a principal. They don't handle things the way that they used to. They're no longer teaching students. Now they have to teach and direct and be over other teachers, right? So just be mindful of that, because an answer is coming to whatever it is that you've been praying about. You just got to be more patient with your process and be more open to the things that are coming into your life to show you the direction. Be more aware of what is happening around you. Be more mindful, present, and aware of what it is that is happening and transpiring all around you, because everything connects if you are in the business of connecting the dots. La, 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 la. Thank you. Oh, that's right. We are in Leo season. Baby, I wanted to blog about, let me go on right now. I'm going to blog about it. I was going to blog about some kind of way I was looking at Leo season. And, of course, why the words of affirmation, because that's been coming up a lot, right? Words of affirmation. And that's not even one of my love languages, I don't think. I need to look again, because I don't know how I'm feeling today. Okay. But words of affirmation in Leo season. Right? And with this Leo energy, bitch, it is bold. It is confident. It is optimistic. It don't give a damn. Have you met a Leo in your life, hope? So the Leos, it depends on if they are evolved or unevolved or just in the middle of the path. Because sometimes people do be in the middle of the path. They be kind of teeter-tottering. Right? My words are just coming today, child. I need to calm down. Slow down. Yes, I love the Ask a Man series. Is there any man in here want to do a little 1-2 for about 20 minutes? Doubt it. A lot of them don't be wanting to get on here and talk to women. They rather go listen to other men talk to women. Okay. So let's see here, honey. You a Leo, Tanya? Thank you, Kanote. What do you have here for these folks? My phone supposed to be updating. The Hermit. Ooh, figuring it out. I really do like these cards. I think this is the English Magic Tarot. Y'all know I rarely have the name of the card, because it don't be all in. We trying to figure it out. If I don't use them on a regular basis, I don't be knowing the name. Okay, come on back. So the Hermit card. So what this has to do with a lot of what it is that you have worked on, the way that you have done things, the way that you follow your inner guidance is being elevated. Something is being elevated, bitch. Something is being elevated. Something is being elevated. Something is being elevated. I'm just saying, be mindful here. Things are swaying. Things are swaying forward and through while you are elevating. Another tree is swaying. I don't know what, I think one of the Lil Javas had something to do with trees swaying, trees bending, trees being adaptable, trees being flexible. Maybe this is your tree being that, even though it's a very strong and mighty tree. Okay? Very strong, mighty tree. Very grounded. Very practical. But also very spiritual. That's what it's giving right now. Ah, look at this tree. A swaying tree. Trees are usually just, I'm staying put. Okay? Unless you chop me down. Somebody come through with, you know, the gods come through, and Zeus and friends or whoever come through and blow a tree down. Okay, when I was younger, I used to really think that it was a mighty force blowing stuff. Still think it too. So then, aside from, you know, the machines that they, well, whatever. All right. So a mighty tree that bends, a mighty tree that knows how to be flexible, a mighty tree that is learning how to alchemize. We got to talk about it one day. It be so much. We got stuff that we just could have talked about the one thing for this hour. Instead, I be going all up and through there. Okay. All right. You want to go, if you want to talk about one thing, book a reading, book a consultation. All right. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I finally, somebody booked a read, and she's booked before, so it's been a journey with her, and I'm so excited. I finally did what I wanted to do, and I was like, I'm waiting for her feedback, though, but I finally did what I had been wanting to do, but I was kind of putting it off with going deeper into the connection with people when people are actually with people, because I know she's actually with this person. So I got a chance to delve deeper into, you know, the dynamic of that situation, because, you know, a reading for 10 to 20 minutes, I could easily go and pinpoint certain things, but it's like to be able to sit and in the energy, right? Because I don't think that a lot of people understand how really doing an in-depth reading, how that works, okay? Because we do, like, when people, it's the equivalent of when people complain about readers or what have you, and what, well, y'all can just do this and do that. Like, it's obvious you're not familiar with how this works, okay? And it's not a one size fits all. It's not everybody read the same brochure and doing everything the same. Yeah, no, we're not machines. We're not programmed in. Well, some are. Okay, bitch. All right, so yeah, I'm excited. All right, so this ability to bend but not break has to do with being flexible. All right, a flexible tree. Evolving in a way that you don't get sucked into something, sucked into a trap, sucked into a manhole. See that? Balance, flexibility, right? Growth out of nowhere, right? The ability to alchemize, the ability to see things from a different perspective or any perspective, keeping things that are meant to help, things that are meant to help you grow, things that are meant to, like, this is your magic, right? And this is you holding the power to dissolve and destroy others' magic. Trying to figure it out. Hey, Juju. How's a rose growing out the side of a tree? I'm trying to figure it out. Don't roses grow? Roses growing from the ground or vines or whatever. I'm going to look into it because I am going to get into gardening. And y'all going to get a whole lot of knowing about it too. So prepare yourself. Whatever. I have the right to discuss it. Now, what you got? Pew, pew, hey, it's a 22. Hey, pew, pew, hey, it's a... All right. What are you shooting for? What are you aiming at? What do you have your eye on? Where is this progress coming from? Where is it going? The Hermit and the Two of Wands. Okay. 2 and 2. Okay, because the Hermit is holding two. Okay. The Hermit is holding 2. I know for a while, I kept getting that y'all had new gifts opening up. A lot of people were ascending in a way that they had new gifts opening up. The misuse of those gifts can have them given to somebody else. So you just be careful out there in them streets, okay? And not necessarily a living person. It's wild. Okay, so this is a lot of passion, a lot of Mars energy. I'm feeling Mars. I'm feeling Mars. I want to go to Mars. That's where the boys are. Now, 2 of Wands, the Hermit of 2, the Master of 2. Mastery of duality, mastery of balance, mastering balance, mastering duality. Okay. It's possible. It's neither here nor there. It's for entertainment purposes only. Hey, darling. It's for entertainment purposes only. Okay. I'm excited. Calm down. All right. I'm excited. Thank you, Kano. Y'all give it up for Kano. Be holding it down even though she be busy. Okay? Who I be appreciating the child. Didi came in here, didn't it? Didi, I was in my flow, baby. Hey. Didi came in here too, didn't it? Didi does reads as well, so y'all may want to book with Didi. Didi, put your information up here, baby. Whatever. Somebody getting a job. Somebody getting a new job. The King of Pentacles is bringing their shit and they will not quit. Okay? But maybe this is your work. You got the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. Look at this. The King of Wands and the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Love coming out on these Lil Javas. Thank you for giving Kanoko flowers, honey. The King of Pentacles is here, but the King of Wands is trying to redirect traffic. This doesn't have to be earth and fire elements, but these are men. Somebody is trying to redirect traffic. And, like, it's the equivalent of, look over there. See my dick? Like, what the fuck? But look at this. I showed it to you so you can read it for yourself. Here. I used to do that all the time. Read your cards, Chad. Now, let me tell you what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing. The King of Wands. Okay. The King of Wands. Let me clarify these people, child. Somebody trying to be a distraction, trying to, I don't know, man. I'm seeing like a crossing guard. A crossing guard. See, don't that make sense what we talking about? So when you think about a crossing guard, this could be a guardian that is helping you to, maybe some of you are psychopumps, where you help people cross over, and maybe you have a certain guide that you are utilizing at this time to help people cross. Boom. Okay, it could be a man. Okay, or the male energy, right? Because many of us know that the more that when we pass, the more that we ascend, there's no sexes. Things can come to you the way that you would possibly be able to identify them in the form of a sex. Man, woman, okay? But overall, the further that they ascend, they just be energy, and you are talking to someone in that collective energy, not necessarily that person. So that's levels to the game. So when I see this Knight of Wands, somebody trying to redirect your passion, you need to be focusing on what it is that you need to focus on. Fuck that shit. Okay? You want, okay, if it is a man, you want a man that's carrying a chest, or you want a man that's carrying a bag. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what in the Jack Sparrow, 3 of Cups. Some of y'all do have too much going on. How did it go into this? I don't know. So we're not going to go into that. Maybe it's some third party shit going on. Maybe it's people vying for your attention, your affection. I don't know your life, honey. But just be mindful out here in these streets based on what we've discussed here today. All right. So with this Knight of Wands, being future thinking, a leader, a visionary, they may smile a lot or have a very wide smile. Show a lot of teeth, okay? I know I've told you all many times before, go and look up That's part of your gift, that if you so choose, if you are drawn to it, looking up facial features, facial expressions, and those types of things when it comes to dealing with people, right? Of course, there is some gray areas in there. Okay, I am a Libra, and I do be seeing gray areas in certain shit. Okay, since that's what we supposed to be known for. It's just that, it's a lot of ways to look at things, unless it's paperwork. Okay, so somebody's horse ain't got no head. It's a headless horse. It's a brainless horse. So if somebody is riding a brainless horse, would you take their advice? If someone is riding a brainless horse, would you allow them in the vicinity of you? Would you even ride a brainless horse? So you want to check the brain of the things that you entertain, which could easily be your projects. It doesn't have to necessarily be people. It could be brainless spirits, whatever it is. Don't entertain anything that is brainless, that's coming with some type of information, coming in quick. Don't stick to shit. Check the fruit. The fruits of your labor isn't always physical, right? Check the fruit. Somebody is gutless. They do things in a certain type of way. So the way that this man is riding this horse, it's kind of gutless. Got a lot of fire energy, but ain't making nothing happen. Ain't got shit going on. Riding a gutless horse. And what's so crazy is the 4 horsemen kept coming up. The 4 horsemen. I'm not gonna go into that, but whatever that means to you, take it, okay? Like your mama did to make you. All right? Don't look at your parents like that. Yep, it's about time to go because I'm getting too playful. Even though that's part of how I came here to express certain things. Be playful because, sometimes people take their life too serious. Taking certain events too serious. Taking certain people too serious. Taking certain things too serious. All right? It's part of my life purpose is to bring creativity, truth in a creative and fun way, which is natural to me because, bitch, I'm a jokester hoe. So it's like it's natural to me to do that anyway, and that's why a lot of y'all probably here too. You know what I mean? You ain't got to take everything serious, but what needs to be taken serious is what, bitch? Let's put on our, like my teacher used to say, put on your thinking caps. When you come in here, put on your thinking caps. You want to be a clown? Put on your cone. Put that cone on your head and put you in a cone. Don't act like you didn't know about it. I was one of them. All right. What information do you have here? Ace of Cups. Okay. So that goes back to what I was saying. How will you break a being? What is more progressive? Making a choice and sticking to it, basically. Because it's like something is coming in. There go a dragonfly. Dragonfly, praying mantis. That's one of the fays. It do look like one right here. Something is coming in that looks like... Okay, looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving, ho. Looks can be deceiving. So something is trying... So you got something coming in, right? Protected. This is something that is divinely protected and divinely directed. This is you filling your cup, what we talked about earlier. Your cup is being filled in a whole other way. There's a different way. Because oftentimes, I don't know if y'all realize it or not, we don't have long, but it's 222 on the clock. Triple. I like it in threes. Where you at, ho? Blow your trees. You're higher than a motherfucker. So, it's protected. The elixir, your new way of doing things, your new way of receiving. There's something new that is happening, right? And this happens, let me tell you something about a security update. Matter of fact, because my phone getting updated, but when y'all get to graduate and what have you, you also get security updates. because you keep on going. You keep on glowing and growing, bitch. And you get security updates. With those security updates, it's very important to remember. That's right, Juju. With those security updates, it's important to remember that things change. The way that you receive information may change. That's why we get new gifts. The mastery of all of the gifts that we receive is important. That's why it's one at a time. You don't master all of your gifts at one time. Just like you don't fix all of your patterns of behavior that may be detrimental to your growth all at one time, right? Looking like I worked that right there. So with the security update that came in, boom, you good. But what I'm seeing here, hell yeah, every dog got their day. This is what I'm seeing here. This looks like a praying mantis. This is something that doesn't look like something or someone is coming in. They may be close to you. Because usually I get I don't know if that's a praying mantis or not, but that's one of them little bugs that you be like, remember when you were younger and you would be sitting and just playing in the grass or whatever, and the tree looked like a piece of the tree moving? Like, what the fuck is that? The grass look like it's walking and shit. That be them bugs. I don't know the name of them. So I don't know if it's a praying mantis or whatever that thing is that be making it look like that's like you think you tripped out for a second before you find out. This is before we got phones and we could just Google right quick. Back then it'd be like, I'm seeing shit. That's number one. Number two, how is the grass growing leaves? Grass can walk, bitch. So whatever this is, somebody may be close to you here. This may be someone close to you. This may be someone who wants a piece of whatever this is that is coming in for you. This is someone that is a bottom feeder. Because why are they down below? Bitch, we fly with eagles, don't it? There's, this insect at the top has wings, right? And wings beget wings, right? So again, what are you surrounding yourself with? Wings beget wings. Grass begets ass, okay? Grass begets grass, okay? Or whatever this thing is that is looking up or trying to look into. It can't see. Something is trying to see and it cannot see. Keep your business to yourself. Something is trying to see and it cannot see what is being poured into you. This elixir that is being that you have begun to utilize, learn how to use in your process, on your journey. All right? Because elixir has a lot to do with potions and just the alchemical process, not necessarily just when it comes to the way that you process information in your body, command certain things in your body, your mind, the way that you do things, the way that you respond to certain things, how you interact with people, what have you. This could actually be a new gift that has to do with mixing herbs and potions and what have you. I like it. I want it. Because, baby, that means that this all that I'm finna whip up for y'all finna be fire than a motherfucker. Okay? That's what that means. Okay? I'll take some of that. Give it to me. Ooh, Kaylee. Thank you. $20. No, how does shit go? Oh, she got some ice cream. Man, when I seen that, pick a doll. Okay, I think they call NPCs or something. I don't know, but it ain't my business. Let me leave that alone. So this is something new coming in. This may be a new relationship, but overall, I think it's a gift. I'll be goddamn. It's the Empress and the Temperance. Some of y'all are Earth Angels. All right. Two of Pentacles and Temperance. Work it out. Working it out. That was our third two, which goes with that 222 that we received. We got a couple of minutes. For sure, Juju. All right. So we're about to go. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please share the videos with someone who it may help or benefit. All right. Share it in your stories. I would appreciate it, honey. But overall, you can book a reading on my website, which is thehouseofoshun.com. You can also book a consultation if you don't see anything that you would want to do. Inbox me and let's see what we can make happen for you. All right. You can also send your business inquiries over there as well. Okay. I appreciate y'all so much. All right? Do y'all even know that? I really do. I ain't lying to you. I ain't lying to you. Look at you in your eyes. I'm in your eyes, baby, because I got to figure out what I'm doing today with this. I'm in your eyes. This one giving fish. I'm finna go. Yeah, drop a purple. Thank you, Kano. After the video post, please drop purple hearts in the comments if you resonate. You're welcome, Miss Rashonda. Thank you for allowing me to really, fine tune those vocal cords. Appreciate you, Nicole. Leave the purple hearts after the video drops. So, Driana's and Tanya. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm finna go.